Although probably even here I'm slightly better after bishop e2, queen takes b2, knight d4, because his king a little bit weak. If e5, for example, I have rook b1, so okay, maybe it was also interesting idea, but I played knight d6.
I think someone suggested knight to f6 check there. Was that you?
Okay,
Greg?
knight
Or,
f6 I consider it, yes, but it's
no.
yes, but even he will take and take. I didn't see anything special.
Queen h5 and then f4.
Queen h5 and f4. Okay, maybe. F4 and then rook f3. Okay, queen
Maybe
h.
check first.
Check first and f4. Maybe. Maybe. And then rook. Yes, it's maybe better. Maybe. Okay, knight f6. Okay, maybe. Even king h8. It's interesting. Maybe. Just. But okay, first question, of course, if to take the knight. So check, king h8, queen h4 somehow. Okay, king g7 is possible, f5 is possible. Okay, for example, if king g7, what can demonstrate white?
Yeah, I think this is the...
It looks like...
draw line.
It looks like only draw.
Maybe try f4, but it's very risky.
Oh, f4, okay, f5, rook h8,
Okay,
yes, it's hardly can be enough. Okay, so...
You can e4 too to win back the piece.
Sorry?
You can play e4 to win back the piece. Like to have an extra couple of pawns.
Here e4?
Yeah, or maybe after queen h4.
Queen h4, king g7, e4, okay, but queen takes e5, it takes d5, it takes d5. White is 2 pawns down. Compensation hardly enough. Okay. Yes, okay. So I played knight d6. f6, it was idea of queen c7, but unfortunately for me it's not so good for black. Firstly I calculated queen h5, but now he can take. If I take rook d8, knight c4, b5, it's important intermediate move. I should take knight c4, knight e5, bishop b7. Rook d5, it's not so good, because f4, bishop b7, bishop e4, rook e5, bishop b7, white is winning. So bishop b7 immediately. The position is not so clear. For example, if black wants to play c4, if b3, for example, rook d5, f4, rook d8, it's not so clear. So, but queen g4 I played. It looks much stronger because black has weakness on e6. He took my pawn, knight c8, and now the problem of black, they need to take my knight with queen, not with rook, because pawn is hanging, and the queen e4, there is some threats. If knight f6, I can just take pawn with some edge. So rook f5, and now g4 not coming because knight f6. Although probably even rook g5 is possible. But knight f6 maybe also enough. But black has some positional problem. I played bishop c4. Now I want to take, and okay, I considered two moves, queen d7 or queen c6. But for example, if queen c6, rook d1, rook d8, of course g4 is interesting because rook g5, h4 is completely bad, so he need to play with rook. I can take pawn, but I wasn't sure that it's necessary for me to play g4 in this position. I think I can just wait. a4, not allow b5. If a6, I can play a5, and just to make pressure. Rook d2, rook a d1, and I didn't see what black can play, because his position is very unpleasant and not easy to find useful moves. And in some moment, of course, I can play g4. So, but he played king h8. I think it's the best way to defend, because now he wants to play knight f6. So I'm more or less forced to take it. And queen c7, I think, correct move, because now if rook c1, rook c8, he protecting himself just in time. I played rook d1, and now I think he made serious positional mistake. I think correct move was rook f8, this rook, this idea rook d8, so more or less I am forced to play queen d6 and somehow rook c8. And okay, although white is still slightly better, but black has good drawing chances. After rook c8, rook d2, it's situation much worse for black, because now I can control line d without exchange queens. It's important, because black king is much weaker than white one, especially after h3 or g3 will be easy to see. So he played c4, I play rook d1. Okay, so he played now, what he played now, sorry, no, c3 not, rook f8 he played, rook f8, but okay, now rook d8 is not threat, because I can take rook, and two rooks in this position is much stronger than queen, so I have time to play h3, and now it's very unpleasant to play for black, because there is no plan. So he played this to protect this pawn, but now, okay, I understand that I need my rook on d7, so I played queen e4 to prepare rook d7 or rook d6, queen c6, and I play queen c2. I calculated queen g4, it was interesting. If queen e6, rook d7, takes, b5, and now if I take on a7, it's b4 coming, and if rook d7, c3, just in time, I have draw, but nothing more. Rook b7, it's, I have some chances. Now c3 is coming. I mean here rook b7. Because now if rook b8, rook takes c7, b4, it's not so strong, because his rook is much worse on b8. But I didn't see anything concrete after simple a6, if rook d7, rook g8, because now black wants to play rook cd8, and probably black has good drawing chances. E6, d7, 8. Now black will play rook cd8, probably has good drawing chances. E6, d7, 8. Now black will play rook cd8, probably has good drawing chances. E6, d7, 8. Now black will play rook cd8, Probably has good draws. E6, d7, 8. Now black will play rook cd8. Probably has good draws. E6, d7, 8. Now black will play rook cd8. Probably has good draws. E6, d7, 8. Now black will play rook cd8. Probably has good draws. E6, d7, 8. Now black will play rook cd8. Probably has good draws. E6, d7, 8. Now black will play rook cd8. Probably has good draws. E6, d7, 8. Now black will play rook cd8. Probably has good draws. E6, d7, 8. Now black will play rook cd8. Probably has good draws. E6, d7, 8. Now black will play rook cd8. Probably has good draws. E6, d7, 8. Now black will play rook cd8. No, probably has good draws. E6, d7, 8. Now black will play rook cd8. Probably has good draws. E6, d7, 8. Now black will play cd8. Probably c7, now black will play rook cd8. Probably has good draws. E6, d7, 8. Now black will play rook cd8. Probably has good draws. E6, d7, 8. Now black will play rook cd8. Probably has good draws. E6, d7, 8. Now black will play rook cd8. Probably has good draws.